Hey Doodles, it's Smurf here, and I have been a really naughty girl. I bought these watercolour Faber Castells. I'd like to call them the classic range, which are like the classic colours here. From a little bit of study I've been doing, it seems that Faber Castell more refer to them as the hexagonal range. I'm just going to stick with classic range. I bought the 48 watercolour pencils from a New Zealand and possibly Australian site, and it's called Mighty Ape. I found these on there and I bought them because, as far as I was aware through actually physically going into stores, I had only ever seen them in the boxes, not in tins. When I saw these in the tin, I thought, yay, I'm gonna grab them, but I'd never seen them in more than a 48 pack, okay? But I was like, oh, they're in the tin, I love the tin, I'm gonna buy it in the tin. But then I also decided that I would buy art student range that they have, the gold Fabers, which are these guys. I thought, actually, you know, I've got the polychromos, I've got the Albrecht Durer, so I'm going to get some watercolours of these guys as well. So I did buy a tin of them, but the biggest tin I could find was a 24, so I'm probably going to end up with the same problem. I'll show you those ones in another video. Yeah, I was looking for the Gold Faber Aqua ones on a site called Spotlight, which they have a physical store as well. So while I was on the Spotlight site looking for the Gold Faber Aquas, they had the 60 watercolour pencil sketch set. It was on sale as well. So I was like, oh, no, I better add that to my cart. So I've now got the 60 set of the watercolour pencils, which is as far as the range goes. Spending too much money on pencils, like usual. Especially Faber Castell ones. We'll rip into it and open these babies up whenever I find my exact enough. What have I done with it? What a diddle. Oh, it's right there. I've put it in upside down compared to what I normally do. Yeah, so I've got the 60 set of the classic colours there, and I've got the 48 set rolling around in the house as such. I've given them to my daughter because I've got the full 60 set. What I will end up doing, and she's very pleased about this, is I'm going to give this 48 set to my daughter. She's a happy girl when I get into, I suppose it's called the full set syndrome, isn't it? So anyway, on the little cardboard bit, it says that it's an eco pencil, which, as previously discussed in a classic colours video, it means that for every tree that they fell to make the pencil barrels from, they replace it with a new tree. So no guilt there. Break resistant intense colours. So again, they've got the SV bonding ingredient, which they seal the entire lids to the barrels with. They sharpen better and they are break resistant. I'm just going to put this cardboard bit away. Oh, sorry Luna. Actually, you can come here and kind of look at the camera and say, hello, fluffy puppy. Do you want to play with the pencils? Do you want to play with the pencils? You're going to open them? Do you approve? Is it money well spent? No? It's not treats? Oh, these tins feel so good. So there we go. Lid off. I probably really shouldn't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna get to sorting these out. So this one here, like the classic set, comes with a 1 HB pencil because they obviously needed room for a brush, a sharpener like the other tin sets, and a PVC free eraser. I also checked all of these tins, and all of these are made at their Indonesian plant. Alright, so I've finished swatching the pencils out. This is what the 48 set looks like all swatched out, and this is what the 60 set looks like all swatched out. So those are available on my Gumroad, so you'll get the both of them for $1.50 as well. I thought we'd do a little test. So I've just got my nice cheap Merino Art watercolour pad. It's the best cheap watercolour paper I've found so far. And I've also got my little chopping board here, which is well used. I've stolen it out of the kitchen because I watched a video by, I think her name's pronounced Kori, from Colourfully Optimistic. I'll put a link to her channel in the description. She did a video on the Albrecht Durers. I was so impressed with the video that I purchased some, so I'll also put a link to that video in the description as well. So we'll try this out in 2 ways. So we'll see how these perform for a budget pencil, but what we will do first is we will swatch them. Actually, I'll just get a new piece of paper. Here comes the chopping board. Oh, this might be a better idea for the white. This is not watercolour paper, obviously, but... And then, so this is Kori's trick. Pretty cool. Probably shouldn't have started with the black, but oh well. And then we'll just try that white out. And then Kori's trick. So that's pretty cool. Wow, I am absolutely super impressed. Really am. What I will do is I'm going to do comparisons between the 3 stages of the Faber Castell pencils, or graduations if you would like. So this being the beginner sets, I'll compare all the watercolours and the general colouring pencil. So I'll compare the classic range, which are these ones, to the gold Faber range, which is like art student type range of pencils, so the mid-range. So I'll compare those ones as well, because I've got watercolours and the coloured pencils of those. And then we'll compare the Polychromos and the Albrecht Durers. So we'll compare all 3 stages of the watercolours and all 3 stages of the classic pencils. So we'll see what the difference is, hopefully, if there is a major difference between your price tiers and your supposed quality tiers in the Faber Castell range solely. So that'll be cool. If you haven't subscribed and you're interested in that content, then maybe consider subscribing. And other than that, a huge thank you to Kori at Colourfully Optimistic for this deal right here with the way to use your watercolour pencils. I really appreciate it, and I had so much fun, so thank you. Until next time, guys, keep on doodling.